All right, guys. So we have been um, tracking the banks, right? We've been tracking all the banks' earnings, and I know my screen's black. Just give me a sec. I'll get it swapped. Um, so we've been tracking all the banks' earnings, and we are seeing a little bit of a trend that a lot of these guys are overexposed, that they have been lending furiously to private credit, in particular Wells Fargo was. I did make a video on it, but in the event that you didn't see it, then I want basically the big takeaway from it. Okay, the big takeaway is that they've been lending to private credit like crazy, right? They 21% of their lending is to private credit. And what that means is that we are we're watching them hand a bunch of money over basically to OpenAI and Anthropic and a few other private companies, mostly OpenAI and Anthropic. Epic Games is also a pretty notable one, um, as well as SpaceX. So, what does that mean? Well, when you're seeing all of these private credit firms that are the actual owners of these companies, right? Of OpenAI, Anthropic, etc., you're seeing them limit withdrawals. So Wells Fargo is stuck in about 21% of their lending, right, through bonds. If you include, um, you know, like the non-traditional lending, including every kind of bond, right, any kind of warrant, any kind of equity in exchange for that credit that they've extended, then you're actually looking at a much bigger number. So, what does this mean for them? Well, for the moment, it doesn't mean anything, right? For the moment, it means that they're having some liquidity issues, which is a big deal, but it's not quite like market crash big deal yet. Now, let's say, for instance, that they ended up let's say, for instance, that they ended up needing that money, right? Or things get worse on the private credit front. Well, now suddenly this lending that is kind of a little bit of a big deal becomes an extremely big deal. Okay? It becomes an extremely big deal. So we we're tracking it closely, right? We're tracking it closely, and we we said at the beginning of Bank Week that we were going to be following along with all of that, and we have been. JP Morgan and Citigroup both did pretty well. Goldman Sachs showed that they also were a little bit heavily exposed to private credit. And very notably, Jamie Dimon, the CEO, longtime CEO of JP Morgan, um, had mentioned that there is a liquidity crisis brewing that's a lot worse than people think. And I tend to agree with him, right? And it's not just because, I have a little bit of history there at that company, right? For those of you that don't know, I did work there for a bit. And I gotta tell you, man, like that guy is smart. Like him or not, you know, is he a great person? Yeah, I don't know. But that guy's fucking bright. So like I would just say, like, be cautious of it, right? Be cautious of it. I know we talk about being cautious all the time, but it's because it's always relevant, right? So we need to be cautious. We need to be cautious of this situation. Now, with all of that said, again, there are some that did well, right? JP Morgan did well. Citibank did well. Robinhood is very notably, like, dude, they blew that earnings out of the fucking water. So Robinhood grew like crazy, and they're showing asymmetric upside with all of the Polymarket and Kalshi integrations, right? They're showing asymmetric upside with that. They're showing asymmetric upside by processing crypto orders while not really holding any on their books, right? And they have also launched a bunch of like traditional banking products, like checking savings accounts. You can get a credit card through Robinhood now, through Robinhood Gold. So they did really well on their earnings. They showed massive growth year over year, and they're getting a lot of hype right now. And about 30% of the company has been sold short. So there are perfect conditions for that thing to fucking squeeze. And it's not often that you get to see, a company that size squeeze in the way that I think that this one can. So very bullish on Robinhood, ticker HOOD. And I'm gonna pull up that chart real quick and show you, since we're talking about it. So as you could see, it's breaking out in a big way, right? Let me go to the 1 hour, and you can really truly appreciate what this breakout is. Look at this. This thing's going to squeeze back into triple digits, I think. Like it's from any technical perspective, like Icarus, do you see this? Do you see this?
I do.
Dude, that's nuts, brother. That is nuts.
I mean, I haven't been like looking at this ticker specifically for a very long time. I just looked at it from time to time when you mentioned it the other day, but it's looking decent.
I think this thing's about to rocket, dude. I could see us squeezing up to here, at least like the 105, 108 area. And there is potential to come all the way back up here. Believe it or not, like that there is potential here. So yeah, I think it's a really big deal. The SEC also updated their pattern day trader rule. So now, instead of requiring a $25,000 balance in order to avoid being labeled as a pattern day trader, okay, you can have $2,000 and avoid that rule, which means that you could take more than 3-day trades a week with $2,000. And that was something that was previously restricted behind having $25,000 in the account. So what does that mean? Well, it means that there's going to be a lot more trading volume that they get to take advantage of, right? The way Robinhood makes most of their money is by selling their customers order flow to market makers. It's called payment for order flow, and it's generally how most brokers work, right? They make their money by selling your flow to a market maker. The market maker fills the order, scrapes some pennies off the top. They're the ones that get to process it. They're the ones that get to control the flow, and they make a ton of money doing it. So when we see Robinhood, stepping up and integrating like basically a full financial ecosystem into their app, between the prediction markets, crypto, stock, options, checking, saving, credit card. You can kind of get the idea that they are trying to build an empire, and they seem to be very successful in doing so right now. Like as of right now, looking real good. So uh, Robinhood should be on all of your radars. Should absolutely be on all of your radars. All right. Well, we have our big macro levels drawn out. Why don't we go ahead and draw out some liquidity levels on shorter time frame, right? We'll go down to 15 minutes, and we're just going to go to the beginning of yesterday for that one. Okay, well, we could see where the volume's been put in, right, during all this consolidation. Now, I will say that we are kind of at this big pivot point again, right? And we've been at this big pivot point, you know, a few times in the recent past. But we are once again at a really big pivot point in the structure of Nasdaq and the indices in general, right? And when I zoom out, it's going to be a lot more obvious. So let me draw these out, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we're at an area where we have seen sell-offs begin over and over again in the past, over and over again. But we do have a lot of bullish momentum in the market in general. So, today I'm again, I'm cautiously bullish. I'm cautiously bullish. We did have a little bit more. We did have a little bit more. Oh God, what was I going to say? How am I going to say this? A little bit more momentum, I would say, going into this one than we have in the past, right? Going into these others. So super, super promising. Very excited to see, what happens here. And yeah, we're gonna have to just try to get a read on that open. Hopefully we get a little bit of an indicator before open on what the direction's going to be. But I am tentatively bullish. I reserve the right to change my mind, and so should you. But I personally am tentatively bullish. How do you feel, Icarus? What are you feeling today?
I personally could see some bullish momentum building up, especially since we are bullish on the daily overall.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah,
But a little bit cautious, right? Just because of
yeah,
where we are. Like
exactly.
how many times, and I'll pull it up real quick. How many times have we sat here and seen the same area get rejected from? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 times. 4 times this has been an area of hard rejection. So the question is will it be different? Well, the other times we had like this short little burst. This short little burst of momentum that broke through. These were kind of during consolidation, right? And this rally had some steam in November, and then we ended up getting a bunch of wicks to the upside, kind of like what we have here, right? Dojis. But it is important to note that this candle is just beginning. Like this is just starting. So we don't know how it's going to end up yet. But if we if we get a little bit of bullish momentum here, if we get a little bit of continued rallying, like this thing can blow through the top. We could potentially see new all-time highs. Yeah, I said it. I said it, and it's true. We could see them. Will we see them? Yeah, I don't know. Like we're gonna have to wait and see, right? But it is a possibility. Whereas if you asked me a week and a half ago, I would say there is no fucking way. And again, I don't think that this rally is super warranted. But it doesn't really matter if we think it is warranted or not, right? What matters here is if the rest of the people trading and if the institutions think it's warranted. If they are buying the dip, right? Or if they bought the dip and they're continuing to hold it, then this thing is this thing's at a point where it could just explode. It's primed to. It's absolutely primed to explode. So, really, really, really interesting. Let me pull up chat on my phone. Chat on the phone, open chat. There we go. But yeah, feeling a little bullish. Silver's gonna blow up today, and I meant like anytime soon. Well, you know what? Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at silver. I mean, silver is on a nice little run here, coming down from the lows. Pardon me. Silver is on a nice little run here, coming off the lows. We'll see what happens. It's at a point where there's some pretty harsh resistance, right? Like this is kind of where we saw that sell off accelerate last time. What was this? March 17th, so about a month ago was the last time we were here. And you could see that this is where we really began selling off, right? This is where the consolidation ended and that final leg down begins. Yeah, and that's fair too, right? That silver and gold are tied, right? They're tied together in a way. Gold is more valuable, it's more useful. But silver, silver generally does move with it. Gold kind of drags like all of the rare earth and precious metals around with it, to be honest with you. Like if gold's doing well, you generally see like even like copper does well when gold does well, right? So, you're correct in seeing that gold drags around that entire sector, right? The entire thing gets dragged around. All right. Riley also looking really strong. Looking really, really strong here. We're consolidating at the area where we had that big short attack right here, right, in early March. And yeah, no, things are looking, pretty good. Things are looking pretty good. Reddit is also doing well following our call. We ended up catching it like right down here and right down here. And now it's all the way up here. So Reddit is also in a really interesting situation where this thing could squeeze big time. Right? Not like what I think Robinhood could do. Right? They're different companies, they're different situations, they have different short interest, but this thing could run like fucking crazy, man. And I think that Netflix is also kind of in that boat where, like, you see it and you're like, oh man, the move already happened. Well, like, part of it did. Everything depends on their earnings tomorrow. Because if their earnings are good, these guys could rocket up even more. I myself, I think for the most part, like I'm good with where I am. I was considering taking some like $110 calls for this week, very small position, as basically like a little lotto. You know, some expensive scratchers, right? Do a little light gambling on the options chain. But aside from that, I mean, I'm just going to be holding shares, and if this thing gets crushed, like if this thing gets crushed, then that is a wonderful dip buying opportunity. Wonderful dip buying opportunity. So keep your eye on Netflix as well. I want the CFDs. There we go. That works. That's what I want. Now, we're going to watch oil today. And the reason is that while we are in a ceasefire and while negotiations regarding peace are, reportedly moving forward, right? We're trying to find a solution with Iran. I don't know that we're going to be able to make one, right? I don't know that we're going to be able to come to an agreement. Like I just don't know. So we've been moving thousands more troops over into the Middle East. The U.S. has been blockading the Strait of Hormuz. They're blocking it, and so we decided to go block it too. Something about eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind. Right? At any rate, we want to watch oil here, and we want to watch and see what the effects of the U.S. also blockading the Strait of Hormuz have. Right? Negative and a negative equals positive. Well, you're not wrong. Yeah, draw more lines, make more money. But yeah, so that's kind of where we are, right? That's kind of where we are. Just very tenuous existence here at these levels. Like we're going to see what opening does. Again, I'm tentatively bullish, but we're really going to have to let this one play out, guys. We're going to have to let this one play out. In other news, right, let me pull this up. IMSR, which is that molten salt nuclear company, they have been doing wonderful. Let me pull this up on the daily and I'll show you. So we got our big first break. If you'll recall, we started kind of talking about it right around here, right towards the bottom of this demand zone. It was at about 6, currently trading at 721 in pre-market. So that is super positive. That's super positive. And it's funny because when you're looking at these charts, what you should also realize is that a lot of like the tech charts in particular look very, very similar. And that's because they are all tied to the indices. The indices are comprised of them. Good, I cannot stop yawning today. But the indices are comprised of them, right? So it stands to reason that they would move along with the indices, considering that they are the indices, right? This is a NASDAQ company. Like almost every other company that's listed on the fucking market, this is a NASDAQ company, right? So, um, very, very interested in this one still. Again, I'm just holding common shares. It's speculative. We'll see what happens. But I think that this one does have some promise. So this is certainly something to keep your eye on if you are trading equities. All right, this is the time where we normally kind of see volume rolling in. Can it happen today? Can it happen today?
Nah, we don't get shit. It's Wednesday.
Wednesday could be crazy sometimes.
Wednesday is ass.
Wednesday could be crazy sometimes. I don't mind Wednesday. The one that I don't really like as much usually is Friday. That's just me. He finds my voice therapeutic. Should I do some ASMR for your kitty? A little ASMR for the pussy. Oh yeah, Swazzle's gonna pet you. You don't like Saturdays for some reason. It doesn't move. Yeah, I know. That's weird. It's weird. But they are seeking to change that. They are seeking to change that. So right now there is a push happening to tokenize every single security on the market. And what that means is that, much like crypto, they would be tradable. Like number one, the transactions would be recorded via blockchain and wouldn't be able to be spoofed in the same way, right? And misreported, mislabeled like they are now. Potentially. We'll see. I'm sure that there is a way that they're going to be able to do it, and they just got to figure it out, right? Wall Street always finds a way to scam. Number two, they would be trading 24/7. Like if you're not dealing with the traditional clearing and settlement of like your more traditional securities, then you would be able to trade all the time. And that's really interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Um, because it also means that you're at risk of a massive sell-off happening overnight, which you kind of already are, but it's really limited because most people can't and don't trade overnight. This would allow everyone to trade overnight. Nasdaq coin, dude, if you can think of it, I bet there's already a cryptocurrency, and I bet it's fucking useless.
It happened already.
I bet it did. I bet it did. Like any stupid thing that you can think of, there's a coin for it. See, so as you guys know, like all I do is shit on crypto. I hate it. I think it's useless. I think it's garbage. It's a big Ponzi scheme. But I will say that there is one with a really funny name, and that of course is Cum Rocket. The day that I learned that there was a Cum Rocket cryptocurrency coin, I lost my ever loving fucking mind because I was like, who in the world is buying this thing? And then I watched a bunch of people rush in and buy it. And then they got rug pulled. The other really funny one was Scam Coin. People bought Scam Coin and then they got scammed and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? I got scammed from Scam Coin." And then the kid who made it was like, "Yeah, bro, it's Scam Coin. Like, what'd you expect, you retard?" And then and then he came out and he did it again with like Scam Coin 2. And it happened the same way. And he rug pulled people and made millions by selling them a coin called fucking Scam Coin. Yeah, it's all fucking fairy dust.
I've
Elon
already
Musk's
seen
sperm
shit
coin.
where a kid like sold a coin for 53K or something.
Yeah, dude. Like it's nuts, man. That world is nuts and it's full of grifters and scammers. So, you know, like take that for what it is, right? Take that for what it is. Okay. I like how dude just tags me and says, "Yo, daddy." Like, hey, stop. Get some help. Okay? Get some help. It's really funny that, you know, I'm having grown men call me daddy, like I'm Diddy or something. I'm like Diddy, but less oil, and also not a predator, and also white. Those are
That's
some
racist.
those are some differences. Well, it's not racist. It's true. I am white. Do you see? Like, well, you guys can't see the camera. You'll be able to see the camera afterwards, right? Like on the recording after this. Um, you can't see the camera right now, but I
I
promise
can.
you guys, I am super super white. Okay, like I have a Spanish last name, but I am crazy white. Like I'm reflecting off of the fucking off of the light on my screen in front of me. Icarus can see me. He knows.
That's because you got your baby chest right in the light.
My baby chest. The fuck? Who does this little motherfucker think he is?
Grow some hair on your tits.
Grow some hair on your tits. Wow. This motherfucker. You know, I'm personally glad that I never grew a ton of chest hair because I haven't. I haven't. Right. In fact, I wish I could stop growing the fucking beard and the mustache and everything. But am I a rapper? Yes. Yeah. Um, so I'll tell you right now, you know, I'm a white rapper, much like Eminem, but I'm not all the way there, right? I'm not like Marshall Mathers, so I'm more like partial Mathers, right? More like partial Mathers. Yeah, I rap burgers. That was a good one. I heard you're a rapper. You're rapping those fucking double cheeseburgers down at the McDonald's, down at Whack Arnold's. It's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious, man. That was a good one. That was a good
Here's
one.
the beat he raps to.
I'm not even gonna. Do we have the big arch in America? Of course we do. You think America is behind on breaking burger technology? Like, brother, whatever you can think of, we have it. We have it double. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It's probably twice the size. You know, one thing that I've noticed, um, when I lived in Europe, right? The soda in Europe is actually different from the soda here in the US. Like yours is more watered down, it has less sugar in it. Whereas here, ours is like way more sweet. And if you want to taste the difference, like you really you would have to get like Coke manufactured for sale in the UK or Germany, and then you'd also have to get some from the US. And I promise you that there is a difference. Like ours has a lot more sugar in it. So anything
Nah.
that you guys do, we do, but in a more unhealthy way. We're just like you, except we're chronically obese. But other than that, we're just like you. Mountain Dew, no one buys it because it's sickly. Dude, I love Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew. That's like my go-to caffeinated soda. It's a top seller here. Like I said, I mean, we I grew up with it, right? I grew up with all the soda being sugary as fuck. For you, it's weird. For me, it's not. We're unhealthy. Yeah, Baja Blast is fucking great. Or how about fucking Code Red, man? It's hard to go wrong with the Code Red too. Shout out Pepsi, by the way. These are both Pepsi products. But yeah, soda in Europe is different than American soda. Like you guys are in general healthier than we are, right? You don't eat all the same bullshit. What's up, Nitrom? Now see, I love green tea. The thing that I drink the most is tea by far. But it's like American sweet tea with tons of sugar. It's very different from the tea you drink. Yeah, see, lemon tea's good. I'm a really big fan of raspberry tea. Also a really big fan of Arnold Palmer, right? Half tea, half lemonade. Hard to go wrong with that. Hard to go wrong with that. I don't know what the fuck pan tea is. I've never heard of that. Oh. Oh, well, it disappeared anyways. Poof, vamoose, gone. Panty. What, like panties? Like underwear? Jesus Christ. Jeez. This guy.
He's Asian, of course he goes for panties.
Too funny. Too funny. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like some tea you fucking cook up in a pan. Like that seems like it could be a thing. I don't know why you do it that way. It seems like it would be way more difficult, but yeah. Yeah, we don't have a lot of vending machines here in the US. One thing I remember about living in Europe was the cigarette vending machines.
Oh yeah, we got that a lot here.
You guys still have that? That's crazy.
Of course.
That's how I started fucking smoking.
I think back in the days when I was like in my old hometown or village, we had one that I blew up.
Huh. Icarus was a bad kid. So yeah, I mean that's how I started smoking, right? Like is because I could just go up and get them. I didn't have to get carded. Do you have to like scan your ID or anything now for age verification?
Oh, we had to do that like all the way back then as well. Like you gotta have your license, your
Oh,
ID.
see, that technology didn't exist when I lived in Europe. So you literally just had to put in like 2 euros.
Damn. You
Yeah.
know, we had to have at least like an ID for age verification, and then we can put in money.
Got a little tentative bullish action here. That's really interesting. Now we did come up and wick up to this point 4 times in the last like hour and a half. So, like, we'll have to wait and see if this actually develops into something going into New York Open, which is just a few minutes away. Um, but this is kind of promising. I mean, we'll see where it goes from here, but it's at least a little promising. I just really what I really want is a clear direction on the day. And I don't know if we are going to get it. Sitting at this level. Oh man, I'm yawning like crazy. You know what? Let me get my caffeine situation situated. Let me wake up and I will be right back for market open and we'll start seeing if we can get some good trades in, right? See if there's some good opportunity we could take advantage of. So I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of Icarus, and I shall return momentarily.
All right.
All right. Shutting off camera too. Be right back.
Yo, Chicken, why did you say you had to go the other day when I showed you Wuthering Waves? Because I saw your ass a few hours later on in Valorant. You dirty liar. Can you all even hear me? I don't know. Chat was dead for a second. Nah, Valorant sucks. This game is ass. Yeah, Nitrum yesterday was awesome. Yeah, I've played some Counter Strike, I think a few years ago. Never really got into it big because it wasn't my type of game. I've also played Valorant for a good bit of time with a few people, but it also wasn't like my jam. Yeah, I played the finals in the very beginning. No, Dennis. No. I just prefer more like open world games and survival with some PvP elements in there. Yeah. What do you mean? Eternal on Marvel Rivals? I don't even know that game, dog. Yo, Dennis, what games are you playing? Apart from Tarkov and I think 7 Days to Die. Yeah, I think you should get yourself like No Man's Sky. No fucking way. Really? Damn. Yeah, I bought myself the PC version like I think a week ago or something. And I've played it before on PlayStation with a few thousand hours of playtime. When did you last touch the game? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I haven't looked into that yet. Yeah, I don't know if you want can probably do some space battles, do some missions or expeditions when the new one comes out. Just let me know. Oh man, what the market doing? It's breaking out. It's gonna flush.
It's breaking out. Oh my God, we're going to the moon. We're so back. Oh, it's so over. Christmas is canceled.
US 30 is absolutely bullish right now.
NASDAQ is absolutely bullish right now. I don't know
but
if it
US
stays this
30
way
is
through open.
completely breaking out of everything.
I think I'm going to take a small long going into
Free market.
Yep. Very small long. Oh my God, dude. Whoa. That order book is flying.
Get wrecked.
What the DAC doing?
That's bullshit.
Oh, shit. This book is crazy. This order book is crazy. Yo, that's literally been us for a year.
By the way, I opened a small long on US30. Very, very small.
I'm still just holding this long. I feel like the overall trajectory is up. We'll see. It's literally 2 micros, so it's a really small position.
Yeah, I just can't ignore what I see here on US30.
That's how I felt about NASDAQ. That's why I bought in pre-market. Literally a minute before market open, I longed. Dude, this thing is shaking all around. That's crazy. I don't know if the trading view plan that I have comes with the 1 second time frame.
No, it doesn't.
I think you have to pay for the crazy expensive one for 1 second.
Yeah, kind of. I can check.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I'm buy a little more.
Yeah,
Average into this thing.
you need the premium plan for second-based
Oh,
intervals.
see, I have the essential, right? I'm not premium. I'm not deluxe. I don't have the gourmet plan. Okay.
Yeah, but I might switch off from premium. I'm not sure yet if I want to keep it because they are raising prices by like $100 or something.
Ugh.
Yeah,
What,
it's getting
100 a
ugly.
year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from like 700 to 800 something.
You know, I don't doubt its usefulness. Okay. So don't get me
I
wrong.
do.
Like, I don't doubt its usefulness, but I don't want to. I feel like this could go a little more.
I don't even use it for like anything else other than releasing indicators
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
seeing at the 1 second time frame.
That's fair. See, and I don't care about the 1 second time frame. Like right now, I mean, I'm just looking at the 5 minute, and I'm glad I am because I bet the 1 minute looks like a mess. Tons of noise in that.
You know what? I think I might just turn the heat map into a like PC overlay. So it just automatically analyzes everything without needing to be on a specific platform.
That'd be sick. I'm still holding this long, but I'll probably be exiting soon. We'll see. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's feeling real bullish still. Like the buyers are definitely in control.
Yeah, I exited my long on US30. I got bullshitted.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out. That was good. Quick little 141. Very minimal risk. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. And we'll see what happens next. Right? Now I'm chilling.
Are you?
Yeah, we're playing some musical chairs today, bro. Don't you love playing musical chairs in the stock market? You got to make sure you
No.
have a seat. That is actually pretty funny, Dennis. So I can tell you as a Californian, I am really excited to have him drop out of the governor race because we don't really have like a super solid choice. Like at all. Why am I going with the 5 minute time frame? Because if I went to the 1 minute, you got all these wicks, got a little gap here, right? Like there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of shaking around. I feel like the 5 minute is a little bit easier to read right now. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck him for doing creepy shit. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. I mean, this is still looking pretty bullish. It'd be even more bullish if we could clear this. If we could clear these prior highs, that would be even more bullish. We're getting a lot of fucking shaking right now, man. A lot of movement. Entering small long. Very small. And we'll probably end up cutting it quick. Right? There we go. Look at that. Man, this thing's crazy. Taking profits in just a sec. And now. There we go.
Full boarding long.
Don't do that. You see, I'm trying to make it a point to mostly just trade with 2 micros, occasionally moving up to 4 or 6. But generally it's just 2 micros.
Okay,
I
I'm
could have held
sorry.
that longer and it could have gone higher, but you know what? I kind of saw the ooh.
Well, I'm along that hole.
Yeah. I was say I'm buying. I'm buying here. I'm a buyer. I caught it on that little pullback and retested the liquidity level too. So we got in at a pretty good price. We'll see what happens here.
That is entirely your fault, no?
What?
It going back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're definitely watching me. Who's the market maker in chat? Who's the market maker?
Dennis.
Dennis. God damn it, Dennis. Why would you do that to us? You know, it's a pet peeve of mine is people say like, oh, market maker for basically anything that's like anything that moves the market. They're like, oh yeah, these guys are market makers. Like, dude, banks aren't market makers, okay? Market making is a very specific job.
Yeah, I think Wall Street only has like 10 of them.
Something like that. There's not that many. Like it's a very specific job. They have a very specific function to provide liquidity. They provide liquidity and help with price stability.
Holy shit. We're so up. That is phenomenal. I think you gotta fix your mic on your headset. I can hear the nose hair flying by.
Shut the fuck up. I'm going to take profit there. Mo's a market maker and a witch. They don't know about Mo. Oh, look, I took profits at the right time. Who would have? Who? Nobody knew. Nobody knew. It's looking real good. Today's already been a pretty solid day.
What Mo are we talking about here? Like the Mo that was in voice chat, or?
No, Mo from SLS, bro. He's a cryptic guy that posts cryptic messages and shorts the fuck out of your favorite stock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's a long joke. It's very dumb. Take it small buy here. And if we can't hold this liquidity level, then I'm going to cut it real quick. We still haven't necessarily lost it, but we look like we might be. So again, this is really small. This is literally 2 micros. Like that's how small I'm playing. All right, I'm cutting that. Cut that. I'm like a Viking witch. We're getting close to those buy clusters. Let's see if that big resting buy order is still active. Small long. Cutting that. Don't like it. Jeez.
Oh no, it's engulfing.
It is, actually. Oh man, I should have just stayed in that long. It started moving against me. I hated it.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Womp womp. All right, what do we have here? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm breaking down below those wicks. That is an engulfing candle now. It closes in just a few seconds. So let's wait for this to close and let's see what we start doing from here.
What the actual
Holy
fuck?
shit. What the DAC doing?
All right, I've seen enough. I'm shorting US 30. Soon.
I'm almost considering doing it on NASDAQ here.
The US 30 is about to break down like probably $400.
Big if true. Small sell.
Yep.
selling a little more.
No, Dennis, don't go away.
Ooh, that's going against me. Selling a little more. I feel like this thing's going to drop right back down. Selling a little more. Come back down for me. Hoo hoo hoo. Oh my God. This thing's running rampant. All right, selling a little more. I'm telling you, I feel like it's going to come back down. I just got this feeling, okay?
But it's gonna go down. Yeah, but when? I'm early, but I'm right. No, you're wrong.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. All I know is that I've held this short through some fucking pain already.
Yo, Anna rug pull is real?
Yeah, it's because everyone thinks that the war's over. After all this time, people still trust Trump's tweets. Isn't that crazy?
Damn. So another buy opportunity?
Anna is another buy opportunity, yeah.
I wouldn't trust that right now. It's gonna go down further. It's just 30, dog. Move.
I'm holding through a little pain on this short.
So am I, but US 30 is just a bitch.
But I have not been broken.
That fucker literally moved $200 two candles before and is now just consolidating. Yeah, I'm still in the short on US 30. I got my fill
Oh
at
my fucking God,
451.
bro. This thing is just all over the place.
I think we might get some momentum to the downside now. To the downside.
It's incredible that NASDAQ is doing this.
Yeah, don't worry, Nitrom, I've already had that today. I'm just glad it doesn't happen right now.
Anytime you want.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we fucking go. Go on, US 30. Give me more. More! Give me more! Do you see that, Nitrom?
Sell off for me, NASDAQ. Sell off hard for me.
Alright, I'm taking profits here. I'm good. Might re-enter. Just want to secure stuff.
Telling you, those 2 wicks to the upside are real fucking ominous, man.
Nah, you're seeing things.
You're seeing things, you little motherfucker. Okay, you stop going up now. All right, fuck off, NASDAQ.
Full port longs NASDAQ. I'm seeing a huge flood coming in.
A flood?
Of buys. Delta just swapped over to 3.4k positive. All right, on US 30, if we reject off of like this exact level the price is at right now, I might re-enter a short. Just need the candle close on the 5-minute.
I feel like this thing's about to eat fucking dirt, man. I know I've been saying that, and I've been sitting here waiting and watching this fucking carnage. But I'm telling you, man, I think this thing's about to just fucking flush. I'm playing with fire here, guys. I'm on a razor's edge.
All right, I'm not answering.
No, I can't do that, chicken. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna.
You're getting some crazy volume exhaustion on the 5-minute on NASDAQ right now.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is not moving a penny. God damn. What's going on Nasdaq?
Big passive sell orders up at the top here. Volume
'Cause-
starting to slow down. Buyers seemingly losing some steam finally. Just kind of waiting on the shorts to take over and drive this thing way the fuck down. I'm waiting for them to drill it down into the core of the fucking earth.
Volume is picking back up on US 30 here. Going
Holy
small
fuck.
short.
Longs, you guys fuck off, man.
Filled a small short on US 30. This is a big breakout on Nasdaq. If it goes above 915,
If it goes above 915, that thing's soaring.
yeah, you'll probably see 26,200. Yeah, I'm gonna open a small long on Nasdaq Q2.
Yeah, I am as well. I just closed that short for a good loss. Entering small long here.
Fuck. Dog, did you just blew 1,000?
Oh, yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, what is that?
What
Was
is
that the
what?
stupid daily drawdown? God, I fucking hate prop firms. Yeah,
What did you?
I hit daily drawdown. That happened. That has to be it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
That's poop.
Fucking ceasefire or peace talks. Come on, guys. We know that's not happening. Get the actual fuck out of here. We know that's not happening. That's super goofy. Oh well. I held that longer than I should have. You guys watched me make a mistake. But that's okay.
Bro's becoming Barry.
No, not at all. Because I'm telling you that this pump doesn't have any fucking thing to warrant it. Yeah, we're just seeing a lot of exuberance right now. You know, that's okay.
Yeah.
All my swings are doing well. The Chevron's a little, but that's turned more into an investment, to be honest. Yeah, swings are doing well. IMSR up to about 750 today. Reddit's doing good at 159, right?
Boys.
Netflix kind of just sitting flat.
US 30 is printing. Get ready.
I'm just going to keep this order book up, but I'm going to trade on my phone. Time to take my account out again until tomorrow, when we'll use this prop account again. So
Can you even use it, or is that like if you hit daily loss limit that your account is breached and permanently closed?
No, it's good. I can use it again.
Because like on the CFD firms, when you breach the daily loss limit, then your account is gone.
Oh yeah, no, that's not the case here. I literally bought like some gamble accounts.
What do you mean? Where we go in Nitro?
Accounts literally to gamble. And yeah, no, I tested all that, so it's still going to be good.
All right, boys, it's time to lock in. We go in break even on that hoe. Biggest problems for many traders is floating profits. Gotta manage that fine now. Yes, Nitrum. I'm looking right now at 300, 300. That's like what I would like to see. Possibly taking profits earlier on 343. Because there's an absorption level from earlier.
Wow. US 30 died. NASDAQ is just fucking pumping. Went against me. That was so stupid.
Yeah, I'm still in the long on NASDAQ.
That was so stupid.
All right. If anyone is uncomfortable holding any longer, you can take your profits now.
I'd be taking profits on US 30 short.
Yeah, I've closed mine as well right now.
Yeah.
Closing out on NASDAQ too.
Definitely the time. I don't know, man. NASDAQ is just fucking pumping. And again, like that's nothing but goofy ass news that dragged it up.
All right.
It's absolute madness. Absolute madness.
I locked myself out for now. No more trades for me. I've hit my daily trade limit.
I think that I'm gonna lock myself out too, even though I'm just I mean I can always pull up like my live account and trade. I think that I'm gonna the second round of talks between the US and Iran is likely to be held in Islamabad next week, reported by Al Jazeera. Next week, but the ceasefire expires at the end of this week. Like, I'm amazed that people think this war is gonna just end. Like, why would Iran concede anything? Yeah, they always move the goalpost. I fucking. We were told this war was going to be over in 2 weeks, fucking 6 weeks ago. So it blows my mind. It blows my mind that people are like thinking, "Oh yeah, no, it's definitely over." Like it's not. You know,
anyone in the US 30 shorts should be out by now.
Yes, you should absolutely be fucking out. Yeah, the 30-day special operation in Ukraine. That's it. That's another prime example, right, of just a bunch of bluster that ends up being bullshit. In all fairness, like I didn't think Ukraine was going to put up the fight that they have. Like I really didn't. I didn't expect it. I thought that Russia was going to kind of steamrolling, but Russia's military is proving to be a little bit weak. Right? They've proven themselves to be a little bit weak.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. Little bits. So Ukraine does have a lot of drone tech. They do. They've been pumping a bunch of money and time into it lately, you know. Yeah, not really seeing anything super clear. You know what? I'm I'm gonna I'm gonna put my I'm gonna put my phone down. I don't want to trade my live account here. I'm already tied up in a bunch of swings. I don't need to day trade it today. I'll be okay.
Will you?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Are you sure?
I'm sure I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
I don't think so. I think you will get like withdrawal symptoms.
Yo, a little bit. No, it's man, Anna is at a that's at a discount right now. Whew.
I wouldn't go in that.
I'm watching. No, I'm not going in it. That's why I'm putting my phone down. Is because I'm looking at some of these things and I'm like, oh man, kind of want to do this, kind of want to do that, and I'm like, you know what? No, I need to just relax. We gotta chill, and we'll be good.
In Munich is holding up pretty well. It's sitting between 135 and $1 for a couple
Yeah.
of days, close to a whole month.
Yeah, it's just been. Well, it's recovered a little bit after this big gap down. It's sitting at the bottom of this range, so if anything, you could potentially range trade it from this level up. Um, only thing that I would say about it is if this thing drops under $1, right? That's where you're going to see it just flush right back down.
Yeah.
Because if it drops under $1, they won't be compliant with NASDAQ anymore. And they're going to end up getting a letter basically saying, hey, you either need to, get a big swarm of investors in to buy it and raise it back above $1, or you're going to have to reverse split. And one of those is really not easy to do, right? Getting just a bunch of people to flock into, some little small cap bio firm. And the other one is basically just a fancy accounting trick, and most people don't like those reverse splits. Like if anything, they'll play them, for a potential shot at a squeeze when the float becomes super small. But they're normally not going to hang around in something that's reverse splitting. So, yeah, I bet this thing's already reverse split too. Has it? I think maybe right here. Yep. Okay, so reverse split. Right here. A 1 for 40.
That's pretty big.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big. Yeah, and you could see like that reverse split going into it squeezed it because everyone was like, "Oh, okay, like, it's going to be micro float." So it ran from $8, wicked all the way up to 47, and then on the day of the reverse split, it just dropped like a fucking rock. But that's the only reverse split that they've had. They've otherwise been able to get above $1 long enough to be able to avoid it, you know. Even if they dip down below $1, they get back up, right? Consolidate a bit above $1, drop down, come back up. But you're seeing that there's lower highs and lower lows, like going down, and then this is kind of like a break of that trend, right? Because this was on just a downtrend for years, and then you got this little kind of reversal, little break of trend, and it's kind of questionable what happens now with this big gap down. I mean, it's recovered quite a bit, but not all of it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. You know what?
I'm so fucking tired today.
Yeah, dude, I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep good last night.
I went to bed at like
Bro, I've
5
been
a.m.
pumping, dude.
and woke up at 9 a.m. The only thing keeping me running is Hate and Dennis.
Hate and Dennis. This looks really, really strong still. I'd be a little cautious, but it is looking pretty strong. It might not be a bad spot for a small buy if anyone's still trading.
Nasdaq is about to break out of this big ass range.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Ugh, fuck it. I might take a little QQQ.
Over trader.
I mean, I can't ignore it.
Yeah, you can. You just choose not to.
Hey, stop.
Get some help.
Get some help. I love that, bro. That old Michael Jordan commercial. Stop. Get some help. I guess it's more like a PSA, right? See. Yep, look at that. There's your long playing out right there. There's your long playing out.
I know it is.
Probably time to start thinking about taking some profits.
Nah.
Just an FYI, guys. At least trimming.
It's just this point of where it's getting funny.
What was that?
I said it's just the point where it's getting funny.
It is certainly getting that. I'm actually going to buy some Robinhood here. Because I also just can't ignore that one. I'm not gonna buy any QQQ here. I'm gonna buy Robinhood. I think that they're gonna be the big winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'm just gonna buy commons. I don't really want to buy options on that premium. It's too fucking much. All right. Got a little Robin Hood. Because I just can't ignore that, man. Like, that situation is too fucking attractive. Like, the chances of a squeeze happening are relatively high there.
Nasdaq's been moving so fast it doesn't even update the heat map.
Dude, I fucking know. I fucking know.
Jeez.
All right. Guys, make sure that you are taking profits as well. Okay? Don't hold on to something too long like I did. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from me.
Chosen literally just said in free chat he longed and still got fucked.
Damn.
How can you long and still get fucked in this market?
I
Like,
don't know.
especially 10 minutes after open or 15 minutes after open. Any long would have been profitable.
Shit. I was doing real good until I decided to hold on to that short because, dude, I mean, I was seeing all the telltale signs like that this thing was going to come back down, right? We kept coming up and touching and fucking rejecting and coming back down, and then news hit that we potentially have a ceasefire, or that the ceasefire is going to be something more. Like, I really didn't anticipate that. Really didn't anticipate it. Like, remotely at all. Hope you guys took profits on any NASDAQ longs.
A little. I think Chosen is mad. I'm rage baiting him in chat.
Don't do that.
He likes it, you know it.
He does. But don't do that.
No, I do.
I'm glad that Reddit's been moving so well. I pretty much nailed that fucking call.
Alright, I've secured the rest of those longs. I'm completely out now.
Yeah, I think pardon me. I think that this is probably a good time to end the stream for today because I don't want to do any more trading, right? Like I whiffed on the prop account and my live account. I am tied up. I had some cash that I could have used, and I still have a little bit, but I had to buy Robinhood, man. I can't ignore Robinhood at this level. This is squeeze level. So I had to. I had to. Okay. Had to do it. But I think this is probably a good spot to call it. So yeah, let me end this recording.